Hi everyone, welcome to the channel. This is going to be a love tarot reading for the collective. Not all of the messages that come through in this reading may apply to everyone watching today. So please only take in from this reading what speaks to your soul and what resonates for you and your situation, and release the rest to the universe. So let's see what message the universe is sharing with the collective today, please. Let's see what we need to hear. This is the Lovers. Great way to start the reading, but let's see what else. What else do we need to hear for this message today, please? This is the Seven of Swords. And we're going to grab one more card, and then we're going to start talking about the message that's coming through for the collective for this reading today, please. And we have the Nine of Swords. Okay, guys, well, first of all, I feel that this is telling us that your person is really missing you. There is a definite longing for you here with this Lovers card, the Seven of Swords and the Nine of Swords. Now, the Lovers tells us that you do have a very deep soul connection with your person. The Lovers is all about the union of hearts, the union of souls, and that tells us that you are perhaps soulmates with your person, but the Lovers is ruled by Gemini, which means the twins, which can indicate that you are twin flames. So however your connection is, or whatever kind of connection you have with your person, please just take it as it resonates. But your person is knowing that they need to make a decision for love, and they want to make this decision to come back in your direction, because ultimately the Lovers is about sacred union of divine feminine and divine masculine. But with this Seven of Swords, well, the Seven of Swords is the card of the runner. It is the person that has abandoned. It is the person who has run from this connection. It is the person who is ghosting you as well. And they are feeling a lot of regret and a lot of guilt and remorse for their actions and behaviors at the moment. And they are having to take all of that on. They know that they did not treat you with the fairness that you deserve. They know that they needed to do better, but they are spending a lot of time thinking about that right now. As a matter of fact, your person is spending quite a lot of time thinking, overthinking, analyzing, as the case may be with this Nine of Swords. The Nine of Swords tells us your person is having sleepless nights and that they're tossing and turning and trying to figure out what they're going to do, how they're going to pull themselves out of this situation that they know they created and brought upon themselves, because truly, who else do they have to blame? They have no one else to blame for them running or ghosting or blocking you or denying this connection, which they see and understand is definitely here with that Lovers card leading the way. And they are having to feel the heavy weight of all of that guilt, that regret, and that remorse at the moment, not only for hurting you and hurting this relationship, but for breaking their own heart in the process, because they are feeling the heaviness and it is bearing down on them at the moment with this Nine of Swords. I do feel your person is tossing and turning when they're going to bed. They try to go to sleep. They try to fall asleep thinking of you, hoping it's going to allow them to dream of you. But instead, it starts this cycle of what-ifing and overthinking. And what happens when you what if and overthink? You will start dwelling. And then you will start obsessing and trying to figure out a solution. This, I feel, is what your person is doing. Also reliving a lot of your memories with one another, wishing they hadn't blown it between the two of you. But again, they have no one to blame but themselves. What I am hearing is that your person is having a hard time right now, because they are not happy with their life without you, and they see and they get it and they understand how they've blown it. And they want to figure out how they're going to make amends. And this is what they think about when they go to bed. What if, what if, what if? What if you don't talk to them? What if you've moved on? What if you don't take them back? What if you don't answer the phone when they call? What if you don't respond to a text? What if, what if, what if? And I do feel your person could actually be in this really difficult space for themselves where they are feeling like they're losing their mind, especially with the combination of the Seven and the Nine of Swords. The runner. They know it's time to stop running. They want to turn around and come back in your direction. But the positive thing about the Seven of Swords tells us that your person is thinking about these long-term goals with you. These 5 swords that this person is carrying are all of your person's bad behaviors and actions from the past that created the disconnect between the two of you. Carrying those with them, really using them to analyze and understand why they acted and behaved in ways that they did, because that is the clarity that they need, because these other 2 swords are still standing. And with those 2 swords still standing there, and your person knowing that they are looking to the present and contemplating the future, this is about your person figuring out the long game. How are they going to get back in your direction? How are they going to come back in your life? What are they going to say? But they're going to figure it out, because this Lover's card is all about reconciliation and reunion for the 2 of you, with the hope that your person has that you guys can work things out and that they can make amends and that you will allow them back into your life. But let's see what else is coming through for this message today, please. What does the collective need to hear? Well, this is the World. And the World tells us from every ending comes a new beginning. It is all about the circle of life. And I do feel that your person is hoping at the moment if they're going to be able to create this new beginning with you. This card always reminds me of the eye of God. And it also tells us that the universe is at work in this connection between you and your person. And I do feel that your person is definitely getting a lot of signs and synchronicities from the universe at the moment, being bombarded with that 9 of Swords being right next to this World card. Trying to understand and make sense about all the things that the universe is presenting to them so that they can work through their strategy and their plan in terms of coming back in your direction. But with the World, it is also about the attainment of all that we desire. It is about hitting that space where we can have a happy, fulfilling, loving relationship, and one that is going to be at a much higher vibration than the one that we had in the past. And this is what your person is hoping for as they make their way towards you as well, because they have changed through all of this. These 2 cards, this 7 of Swords and 9 of Swords, are a definite wake-up call for your person. But at the moment, they are feeling a lot of anxiety. They are perhaps even feeling some fear that you may not allow them back into your life. But they need to fear this. They need to feel it, because they've got to go through all of this in order to come back towards you with this transformation that they've been going through during the time that they've been away from you as well. But what I'm really hearing is your person's having a hard time at the moment. And they're having a hard time because they do have some fear and some worry and anxiety that you may not be willing to take them back or allow them back into your life. And you guys watching the reading, if your person is really doing this, if they are what-ifing and they are overanalyzing and overthinking and dwelling on all of this stuff that they have done that hurt you and this relationship in the past, you will be picking that up from them. You will be feeling that. So if all of a sudden you bolt awake or you can't fall asleep yourself because you were just in that place where you were getting ready to nod off to sleep, hoping for a beautiful dream, and then bam, here comes a thought from your person. Here comes 20 thoughts or 100 thoughts from your person. You can ask the universe to tone it down or return it to the sender, because through this connection that you share with them, because you have this deep spiritual bond with them, you're probably picking up some of their worry and some of their obsessive thinking at the moment with these 2 cards being here. But let's see what else we need to know for this message today, please. What do we need to hear? What is coming through for the collective? This is the Emperor. Aha. Well, this is actually good news, because this is telling us your person is going to get their act together. The Emperor has a plan, and this is about your person strategizing and formulating this plan as part of their overthinking and part of their dwelling and obsessing as well, coming up with a strategy, coming up with a plan, and how they're going to follow through to make it happen, because the energy of the Emperor is all about getting things done, making things happen, being successful. And your person does not want to fail, because with this 9 of Swords and 7 of Swords energy, your person can see where they failed in the past and they don't want to fail moving forward. They are going to be very different, coming at you with confidence, coming at you with a power and a self-assuredness that you have perhaps not seen in them before, because they are not going to want to let you down or fail you ever again, or themselves either for that matter, or the divine that's part of this World card. The Emperor is ruled by Aries, and as I mentioned earlier, the Lovers is ruled by Gemini. So if you or your person have your sun, moon, or rising signs in Aries or Gemini, this can be a place of validation for you. You don't have to be any of the signs that I might call out for the reading today. This is a collective reading and it is for all signs. It's more important that we consider the message that the universe is presenting to the collective. And right now, I feel that what the universe is saying is your person is not in a happy place. I feel that they are having a very difficult time emotionally and mentally, and they are trying to work through that, but the Emperor energy tells us that they will. The Emperor is also ruled by Mars, and Mars is all about getting things moving back towards you, getting out of this place where things have been stuck. Your person coming out of this place as well of obsessive thinking and dwelling and what ifing, and following through with their plan and their strategy to come back in your direction to see if you are willing to reunite with them. But let's see what else is coming through for this message today, please. What do we need to hear? Well, this is the Knight of Swords. Now, the Knight of Swords tells us your person has been thinking about what they're going to say to you. And don't worry about them finding the right words, because the Knight of Swords energy is about your person having the right words and reaching out to communicate. The Knight of Swords is an air sign, so that's Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. But the Knight of Swords is also about making decisions, coming back in your direction, quick thinking. They may be dwelling and obsessing at night especially, but then I feel as well with this Knight of Swords energy being present, it is about them getting ready to make a decision about what they're going to say and how they're going to approach you, and the energy of the Emperor causing your person to follow through and make it happen. Because remember, the Emperor does not fail. Failure is not an option, and that is about your person not wanting to fail. This is about them wanting to do what is necessary, taking all the right steps, having the right apology, being able to communicate with you in a way that they have perhaps never been able to communicate with you in the past, by being clear, by being truthful, by being very honest, because the Knight of Swords does carry the sword of truth. And that is about your person showing back up with honesty and integrity to see if you are going to allow them back into your life. But let's see what else is coming through for this message today, please. Let's see what else. What do we need to hear? What do we need to know? What does the universe want to share? This is the 7 of Coins. Now, the 7 of Coins, well, that comes right underneath that 7 of Swords. Well, first of all, we have double sevens here, which is about change with a purpose happening in this connection for you and your person. But the 7 of Coins has several meanings. I do feel, remember we talked about when I said this is about your person planning the long game, thinking about how they're going to make this work from a long-term perspective. The 7 of Coins actually supports that so much, because it is about your person wanting to invest in this relationship for the long haul, because the 7 of Coins is about long-term investments, long-term goals, long-term dreams, as well, supporting that positive interpretation of that 7 of Swords with your person trying to figure out their long game about how they're going to get this to work from a long-term perspective so the two of you can come into union with each other. Because this is about your person as well longing for you, missing you, having tears over you as well, feeling the guilt, regret, and remorse for all of the things that they've done that were so unnecessary, but yet your person did them because they were allowing their fears to control them. This will be different as your person comes towards you. The Emperor has no fear. The Emperor has worked through all that and has confidence and has power and has courage to do what is necessary to make sure that they are successful. But this Seven of Pentacles at the moment, this Seven of Coins, I feel as well with it being so close to the Nine of Swords. It tells us your person at the moment understands where they failed you, where they let you down, and in doing so, they have failed and let themselves down as well. And that is something else that they are overthinking and overanalyzing about at the moment. But let's see what else we need to know for this message today, please. What else does the universe want to share with the collective? Well, this is the Queen of Swords. Well, this is all about your person being able to speak the truth and tell you how they feel about you. Because the Queen of Swords is the perfect blending of water and air. When we consider the element of water, it is things like feelings, emotions, and love. And the element of air, which is all over this reading at the moment, actually, is about decisions, communication, ideas, thoughts, worries, fears as well. But the Queen of Swords energy has no fear, especially with the Emperor being present. This is about your person showing up and telling you how they feel about you. This is about them being honest. This is about them being real and authentic and also being very fair with you. They know that they didn't give to you the way that they needed to in the past. They know that they allowed you to do perhaps a lot of the heavy lifting because you by nature are a very loving, caring, giving person, and you have always acted with honesty and integrity towards your person, and they can see now where they did not give back to you in that same way, perhaps not being honest with you, perhaps not acting with integrity. That is going to change as your person comes back towards you, because this is about truth and integrity and authenticity, and your person knowing that in order to come back into your life, they are going to have to be real. But it is about them desiring to be real as well, because they see and understand now with much greater understanding. The Queen of Swords is about being able to see things clearly with a very sharp eye. Your person can see and understand things now much better than they ever could before. Their pride and their ego are going to be gone. And we have pride and ego here on this card with the symbol of the peacock. Pride and ego being gone. No more selfishness. Just your person returning and speaking the truth about everything to you. The truth about why they perhaps lied to you. The truth about why they ran, why they ghosted, why they blocked you, why they denied this connection, why they allowed their fears to overrun what they were feeling in their heart. And on that list of transgressions goes that your person wants to confess and come clean with you, but also apologize. This Queen of Swords is about an apology as well coming from your person. Very much. The Queen of Swords is an air sign like the Knight. So that is Gemini, Aquarius, and Libra. But let's see what else. Let's see what else is coming through for this message today. What do we need to hear? What do we need to know? Well, this is the Seven of Wands. Another seven. Triple seven, guys. That's amazing. Luck is on your side with this triple seven showing up. All about change with a purpose coming into this connection with you and your person, which actually makes a lot of sense, because what is the purpose of this connection? Well, it is about this sacred union and that you have a love destiny with each other for this lifetime and every lifetime that you've shared with one another, actually, but also every lifetime that you share with them to come. But this Seven of Wands is all about your person fighting their way back to you. This is about them doing what's necessary. This is about them fighting for this love, for this connection, and for this relationship. We have this Knight that's on top of this wall here, holding that wand and fighting off all of those things, all of these other wands, actually, which I do use as your person's fears, insecurities, doubts, old emotional wounds, lack of courage, lack of confidence, all of the things that have held your person back. They are fighting them off one by one with a courage determination and perseverance that this person needs in order to show back up for you and be the partner you need them to be. And then once they get back to you, they will show you that they will be the partner you need them to be. Because remember, the energy of the Emperor does not fail. This is about them doing what is necessary to win back your trust and your love and your respect, because they know that you may not respect them at the moment. They know that you may not trust them at the moment. They are hopeful that you still love them enough to allow them to fight their way back into your life and then fight for this connection and for this relationship. But let's see what else we need to know for this message today, please. What do we need to hear? Well, this is the Five of Swords. Goodness gracious. I don't think I have ever seen a reading with so many swords on this channel ever, or on the other channel either. And if you guys don't know the other channel, we do have a second channel, and it is called Soulmate Twin Flames Tarot. And I will put a link in the description for that channel, so you guys can go over there. There are daily readings there as well, Monday through Friday. Well, this Five of Swords tells us your person sees where they were selfish and self-absorbed. Again, they see where their pride and ego got in the way of them being a true and real and honest, authentic partner with you. And they are having a hard time at the moment with this Five of Swords energy as well. Really kind of doing a lot of what-ifing. This is about them really being disappointed with themselves. It is about them being angry at themselves as well. And it feels like a very spiky energy. Your person is not in a good space mentally or emotionally. And I probably have said that once or twice already, but I do feel that it needed to be spoken again, because it is definitely the energy coming in from your person, not being in this happy space, knowing that they have created so much conflict for you internally, creating confusion for the emotional roller coaster ride that they put you on, for all of their drama, their trauma, their low vibration behaviors, words, and actions, and all of these things that were so damaging that caused them to fail you and fail this relationship. But this is all going to be different as your person makes their way back towards you, apparently, because we have the Eight of Coins coming from the bottom, which is about your person getting it, understanding it. The Eight of Coins is the card of the student, and it tells us your person has definitely learned the life lessons that they have needed to learn in this connection by not having you in their life. And with the cards that we have on the table, I do feel your person has obviously chosen to learn these life lessons the hard way, but however they get them, it doesn't really matter as long as they get them right. And they are getting it. They are understanding it. They also know that it is going to take the two of you working together as a team to build this happy, healthy relationship with one another moving forward, to definitely support that Lover's card, which is about the sacred union for you and your person. We also have the Eight of Wands, which is all about getting things out of this place where they have been in limbo. And for many of you watching the reading, you've probably been in no communication, no contact with your person. Things have been stuck for quite some time. And it is all about getting it unstuck. It is about your person taking action to come at you with a decision and communicate their feelings for you, also an apology for you, and taking action to make something happen. The Eight of Wands is a card of communication. As well, your person initiating this communication, which makes sense with that Knight of Swords being here as well. But getting it unstuck out of this place of stagnation where there's been no movement, so the two of you can start working your way towards this partnership that comes with that that comes with the Lovers. The 6. Well, it does say 6. And the number 6 actually is a number for balance. And I do feel that this relationship moving forward with your person is going to have a lot more balance in it, because that is the energy of the Queen of Swords coming towards you as well. Fairness, honesty, balance, tranquility, and integrity from your person as they come back towards you. But the next card is the Hanging Man. And that is about your person wanting to hold on to you and wanting to hold on to this relationship, not wanting to let you go. But the Hangman is also about clarity. Your person having this major shift in perspective, being able to see the forest through the trees with much greater clarity than they've ever had before. And it's interesting that the Hangman came next to the Eight of Wands, because that Eight of Wands is about movement, getting it unstuck. And the Hangman can be about this pause that the two of you are in at the moment, where there has been no communication, no contact, where you're not spending time with each other or seeing each other. This Eight of Wands comes along to break that free and get it moving. The Hanging Man is ruled by Pisces, but as well, this Hanging Man tells us your person is going to make sacrifices, make the sacrifices that they need to make in order to come back into your life to be your partner. Now, those sacrifices could be different things for all of you. Perhaps they need to get rid of some toxic or dysfunctional friends or family members that are in their lives, and the Hanging Man supports them doing that, because the Hanging Man is the card of the sacrifice. It is the Christos energy, actually, and whatever other things your person may need to be removing, whatever other sacrifices they need to make, whether it's about getting rid of a job that's not supporting them in the way that they really need to, perhaps a job that isn't a long distance from where they live, or moving closer to you, or perhaps even just learning how to be a better communicator. These are the things that your person is doing. Learning the life lessons, making the sacrifices to learn these life lessons and take on these experiences and these challenges so that they can be a better partner and better person for you. But also getting rid of all of this gunky stuff that has held them back from being able to be your partner. Their fears, their doubts, their insecurities, their issues, old emotional wounds, and anything and everything else that may be a hindrance to this relationship. Your person sees it now with much greater understanding than they ever have. The next card that we have is the Star. And I did have to hide that really quickly and cover her up because she is, of course, not wearing any clothes. So for those of you who are new to the channel, if you see a post-it, it is because I have to cover an image, because YouTube doesn't like certain images, and rather than upset them and create problems for the channel, I will just cover those really quickly with a post-it. Now the Star tells us your person has always known that you are the one for them. They felt that the moment the two of you first met. And it's also saying that your person is healing at the moment. They are spending this time in this space of self-reflection to truly understand themselves and see themselves from the perspective that they have needed to see not only who they are, but who you are, and why this connection for the two of you is so powerful, and why there is a destiny and a purpose here in this connection for the two of you as well. The Star is ruled by Aquarius. The Hanging Man is ruled by Pisces. I think I forgot to mention that. But as well with the Star, it says to remain hopeful and optimistic about this connection with your person, that they're going to be able to work through their issues and start making their way back towards you, because they have had a definite epiphany moment or series of epiphany moments, and they see it, they get it, they understand it. But as well, I do feel that missing you has been a very big light bulb moment for your person that is definitely waking them up and shaking them up to what they need to do to come back in your direction. But let's grab some oracle cards now and see what else we need to know for this message today, please. What do we need to hear? What does the universe want to share with the collective, please? What do we need to know? What do we need to hear? Time Machine. This card comes with number 3. If anyone resonates with number 3 in any way, it could be March even, it could be the 3rd month, it could be a number on a house or a number that is specific to you or your person. I want to say with this Time Machine that your person really wishes that they could turn back time. But of course, none of us can. And all we can do is move forward with our lives and make changes moving forward. And I feel that that is as well what your person is doing. With this time machine card, I do feel, especially with the 9 of Swords being here and the 7 of Swords and the 5 as well, I do feel that this is about your person reflecting upon all of the time that you spent together, reliving all of your memories, reviewing all of your wonderful experiences, replaying a lot of your conversations as well, over and over in their mind. And perhaps they are listening to old messages from you, reading old messages, rereading, looking at photos. This is about them saying, I wish I had done things differently, but I can't. I miss you so much. I look at your photos. I reread your text. I read our messages to each other. I spend a lot of time thinking about us and how different things could be right now if I hadn't acted the way that I did. And I can't go back in time and change that. But I can definitely make changes moving forward. And this is what I have seen and understood during this time we've been away from each other. I can't change it, but I can definitely show back up and show you how I am willing to be a better partner, who will not fail you ever again, who will not let you down. And I want to be successful in terms of rebuilding this relationship with you because I want it all with you. I am having a hard time at the moment because I am feeling a lot of my guilt, so much regret and so much remorse for all of the stuff that I did that was so damaging to us, to this connection, to our relationship. And I wish I had done things differently, but I couldn't at the time because I was listening to and being controlled by my fears. But I have been spending a lot of time getting rid of all of that because I can see where it did the damage. And I want to show back up for you and be a better communicator. I want to be a better partner. I want to do what is necessary to fight for you and for this love because I want you to be able to trust me and depend on me and have faith in me again. And I am hoping that you still love me and that you love me enough to allow me back into your life to see if we can work things out and get things moving for the two of us. But let's see what else is coming through for this message today, please. Well, this is strategy. This card comes with number 21, which is interesting because that is the number on the World card, 21. And 21 also resolves to 3. Strategy. Well, the Emperor has a strategy. Yes, indeed. The Emperor certainly has a strategy and a plan. And this is about your person figuring out their plan. This is about them figuring out what they're going to do. I do feel your person spends quite a bit of time thinking about you. That is what that 9 of Swords is about. But also they spend time thinking about their plan and how they're going to make sure that this move that they make towards you is going to work because they don't want to fail. They're not going to want to let you down ever again. This is about them coming up with that plan, about what they're going to say to you, how they're going to say it. And they replay that in their mind over and over as well because they want to make sure that they are going to say all of the words that they want to say to you. Your person may feel or believe that they only have one shot to get it right, especially if they have made a lot of mistakes with you in the past, or if this is more than one time that they have run from you or ghosted you. They know that they have to have a very good explanation and a very heartfelt apology that they need to express to you. They are even perhaps rehearsing what they're going to say to you or writing it down on their phone and then saving it somewhere when they are ready to send this to you or call you and speak it to you because they want to make sure that they get it right and that they get all of the words in because I'm hearing for some of you, your person believes they only have one chance. They don't know that perhaps you would give them more than one opportunity to explain themselves. So that is what I'm hearing coming in for some of you. But let's see what else we need to hear for this message today, please. The thinking man. Well, yes, Your person is thinking, that's for sure. That is all over this reading with the Seven of Swords, the Nine, the Knight of Swords, the Queen of Swords, the Five of Swords. Lots of thinking. Even with the Star and the Lovers. So much air energy on the table today. Now that is interesting because air, as I mentioned earlier, is about decisions, thoughts, ideas, communication. I do feel that this is telling us your person is thinking about what they are going to say. This card comes with number 46. If anyone resonates with 46, although that does resolve to 10, which equals 1, which I do feel is about your person wanting to have this fresh start with you. And as we look at this card, this man, the thinking man, is holding a beautiful 3-point crystal in his hand. And I feel that this is perhaps as well telling us your person is listening to different ideas that are coming towards them, trying to gain some extra help in their healing, trying to work through their issues, trying to work through everything that they need to work through as they make their way back towards you, which I do feel is very important for your person. Because they don't want to blow it. They don't want to screw up. Again, that is what I'm hearing coming from them because they know that they have screwed up already so very much and they don't want to blow it again, guys. They really don't. But let's see what else is coming through for this message today, please. Let's see what else we need to hear. What do we need to know for this message today, please? Emotional storm. Well, this is turmoil, unstable, and affected. And this actually makes sense that this card would show up with that 9 of Swords and the 7 and the 5. I do feel your person is deeply affected by their words, actions, and behaviors that have damaged this relationship. I really feel they're having a hard time processing everything that they've done. They can't believe that they allowed themselves to be controlled by their emotions. They can't believe that they allowed themselves to be controlled by their fears. They wish they had shut those fears off sooner than they did, which is what they're doing now, because if they had, things would be very different. But let's see what else is coming through for this message today, please. What else do we need to hear? What do we need to know? Thinking. Well, your person is thinking about you. That is all over this reading. But this is about them missing you. This is about them craving and desiring you. This is about them longing for you. This is about them really feeling this emptiness within them because you are not in their life. That is what I'm feeling coming from this thinking card. It is an emptiness and it is a longing and it is a desiring that your person really desires to have you around them. This is why I feel they spend so much time thinking about you. It allows them to connect with you, looking at your photos, rereading texts, listening to old messages, and so on, as your person is spending a lot of time in this time machine, taking trips down memory lane and thinking about so much here with this missing you and craving and desiring you that comes with this thinking card. But I feel that you guys miss your person as well. And you both long for each other. And it's just so simple. All your person has to do is reach out. But I feel as well they are trying to make sure that they have released all of the things that they have used in the past that have caused them to not be able to open their heart to you and not be able to work this relationship with you to this place that it has always been trying to go, which is about this union for the two of you. They are trying to get rid of all of the things that have held them back from being your partner, from being able to be there for you and be the partner you can trust, that you can depend on and rely on, the partner that is always there and ready and willing to do whatever is necessary to build this solid partnership with you. But that is the person that your person is becoming during the time that you are away from each other, because they are learning their lessons just like they have needed to. Stress, turbulence, tension, and arguments. Well, I do feel that perhaps for some of you, or even many of you watching the reading, your person has created arguments with you in the past. And that was all part of self-sabotaging behavior, wasn't it? Actually, yes, it was. Self-sabotage, create a fight, create an argument, and then turn it around and blame you for it. And perhaps that is something that your person did when the two of you were together before. Creating a fight, creating an argument, and then blaming you for the argument. All of those things are self-sabotaging behaviors. But I feel that this card at the moment, with this 9 of Swords and this 7 and this 5, is all about your person feeling stressed. They are feeling this stress. And as I mentioned earlier, if your person is feeling a lot of stress, you can definitely be picking that up from them. So if you are going out and about and doing what it is that you need to do for the day, perhaps running to the grocery store, running to the dry cleaners, taking your car for service, doing whatever it is that you need to do, and all of a sudden you feel this massive stress attack coming at you out of nowhere that perhaps even feels like a panic attack, you can rest assured that that is coming from your person. And they may be feeling a bit of panic at the moment as to whether or not you are going to talk to them, as to whether or not you've moved on, if you're still available, if you have someone else in your life, because your person may not really know. They may be trying to figure that out by keeping tabs on you, by looking at social media or asking other people that are in your life, but they may not really know what's going on with you, and that can be stressing them out. But that 9 of Swords and that 7 of Swords and that 5 are also indicators of stress. Your person not feeling calm and cool about where they are in their life, but it is because of how they have treated you. They are feeling the heaviness of all of that. My loneliness is killing me when you are not around. Well, that makes sense. Your person's loneliness is probably really hard on them when you are not around, and they are feeling the heaviness of that. And that is something that they really need to feel and go through and experience at the moment. Feeling their loneliness, feeling their isolation. That, again, who do they have to blame for that but themselves? Yes, and they are taking the ownership, the responsibility and accountability for all of that right now, because that is the energy as well of the Emperor, the person who owns what they have done wrong. And this is why your person, as they come back, are going to be able to explain all of this to you, so you have your own understanding about what went down and why, and how your person allowed their fears, their instability, their insecurities, and everything else to create this disconnect between the two of you. I'm always with you in spirit. Well, yes, they are, and they can feel your presence just like you can feel theirs, but that is how this empathy and telepathy works between you and your person. You have a strong connection. That is actually how this reading started, with that Lover's card showing up. You share that empathy, that telepathy, that intuition with one another because you have spent lifetimes together, and you will have many lifetimes together to come as well. But this is more importantly about this lifetime, and I do feel your person is going to get it together. They are having a difficult time right now. For many of you who are watching the reading, I feel that this is about your person having a difficult time. Overthinking, feeling stressed, having unstable emotions, being on their own emotional roller coaster ride, up and down, riding the waves of all their emotions. Because without you, their world does not feel complete. They're not happy when you are not in each other's lives. And this is their major clue, that it's time to get up off of that throne of the Emperor and pick up that phone, and instead of reviewing old messages and texts, send a new one to reach out to you so the two of you can start rebuilding this relationship. This is your reading for today, everyone. Thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed this reading, please take a moment to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. We appreciate all of you so very much. Blessings of peace, love, and light to all of you. Have a great day, everyone.